Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to our call for tonight. And if you can hear me, please put the letter Y in the question box, and I'll know you can hear me. And we will get started pretty much right away. Um, I intend to keep you about 30 minutes. I try to get you out of here in 30 minutes or less. As you know, tonight I'm going to be doing the training for uh, those of you who picked up the PLR stack through our link. So I'll be doing that at 8:30. And if you don't have it, I'll share the link with you here at the end. Okay, so if you have any questions as we go along, please feel free to write them in the box. And this is going to be kind of a bit of a town hall that I'm going to be doing. I've been absent for about a week and a half doing our final exams on leadership. And I do want to talk a little bit about that tonight, although I don't have it in my presentation. I'm going to mention it briefly here at the end about some new content that both Laura and I are going to be creating. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. And I do want to start with what's been the main issue that I've seen since we got started back in 2020. Now, those of you who know me, you know I've been creating PLR for a long time. I partnered up in 2018, 2020. We started creating PLR on our own. And since I've been starting back, I've kind of had a running theme in terms of what we've been doing. And so we haven't just been creating content for you at random. There's been something that we've been trying to do. And obviously, what we've been trying to do is to help people to get to their own sustainable income through a continuity program. Now, not everybody wants to start a membership, which is fine, but we want to give people the ability to do that. And so we've been training to that end. We've been talking about learning centers. We've been talking about all of those things pretty much ever since, April of 2020. So I do want to talk about what I feel is the main issue. And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna animate this because I only want to go through this one step at a time. So uh, so the main issue is you and I are really looking to build an online business, right? And so everybody that I've come in contact with as a customer, as someone who's come to us through something that we've done on YouTube, or maybe you've kind of found out about us through someone else. We've been trying to do that and help you to build a sustainable income. Now, that's to me that means more than just making sales or doing a launch. And that really does mean that most of what we've been trying to do, even in the titles that we've been creating, sometimes we don't necessarily do something that's going to be super sexy that's going to make you a millionaire. Not that PLR is ever going to do that, but it's really designed for you to put them all together so that you will have something to present to a customer so they can come back to you. And so we want to give you reliable content so you can build a sustainable income. And so you want to help people overcome their technical problems. And anybody who has helped someone in the point where they want to start their online business, if you're helping them, you are really going to have to help them to overcome technical problems. Everybody's going to be at a different level and a different stage, but for the most part, that's what our videos help you to do. They help you to help these people, and sometimes it could even be you, right? To overcome a technical problem. That's what we help you to be able to do. And so you want to be able to serve the people that pay you. And so you don't want to have to create all of the technical training and to keep up with all of the changes and to keep up with all of the platforms that are going to be necessary for you to teach someone how to run and manage their online business. That's what we do for you. And so you've got everything you need when you get a set of our videos in order to teach them on the subject. But really, if you've got all of our stuff, then basically you've got what it takes to help someone who's starting, who's an intermediate, who's even wanting to grow their online business. And so you want to be able to serve the people. You're not trying to be the teacher of technical things. And I tell people this all the time. One of the things that you don't need to be doing is redoing our videos in your own voice, especially the technical ones, because you don't want to be branded as, the technical person that knows all the technical stuff. You really need to be serving people so that they understand that you can help them to get to the next level. You can help them to overcome those problems, the technical problems specifically that they're going to need. And so your job is to serve people. Our job is to give you the content that you need in order to do that. Um, Here's something that we have found that we didn't know at the start in 2020, but has just kind of come to us. And we find this out every time we do an onboarding call with a new Ultimate Insider. And that is, not everyone wants to rely on having to be in what I call the MMO niche. What do I mean by the MMO niche? I mean, you don't necessarily want to sell to other internet marketers and other people who want to buy and sell things on Warrior Plus, JVZoo, or even in multi-level marketing. Not if there's anything wrong with those platforms. I sell on Warrior Plus. I just know that a lot of the people that we talk to, they don't necessarily want to be the person selling on those platforms. They don't necessarily want that customer for their own. They want customers who are outside of that market. And as you know, Warrior Plus, JVZoo, multi-level marketing, that's a very small portion of the market. So you don't have to sell to that customer. You don't have to do that. And so if you've come to online marketing, maybe you've come to us late, maybe, this is kind of one of the first times you've kind of heard my voice about these things. I tell people that you don't have to sell inside the make money online market. You do not have to teach people how to make money online as selling to other online marketers. So, there are other markets that exist outside of there. If you go to Muncheye right now, well, all of those products are going to be designed to get JVs for products selling people who operate in this space. Just about every Ultimate Insider I've talked to in an onboarding call, they don't want to operate in that space. And so what makes us a little different is that we are trying to help you if you don't want to serve those markets. Now, if you want to sell the JVZoo Warrior Plus multi-level marketing market, our videos are perfect for you. But I don't assume you want to do that. I don't assume that when I'm creating the videos. I don't assume that when I'm picking the title. I don't assume that when I'm designing the curriculum. And there's a curriculum design that we have in mind that basically we want you to be able to sell to whoever you want to, even if they're not in the make money online market. And so if that's what you're trying to do, and you tried to figure out, well, how do I get outside of this? How do I get outside of the product of the day? Again, I operate in that market. Not there's anything wrong with that. You just may not want to be in that market. And so so that's what we're really trying to help you to be able to do. If you don't want to sell in that market, that is what our content, that is what our programs, that is what our coaching, that is what our emails, that is what we are helping you to do every single day, right? And so that's the main issue as I see it, is that you may not necessarily want to sell in that market if you don't have to. You want to serve a niche of people that want to run an online business. And so if that is what you want to be able to do, we can help you. Now, again, if you want to sell to the make money online market, we can still help you, right? We can still help you if you do not want to sell, if you want to sell in that market. So again, so please don't feel like, oh, well, you can't, he's not really for me then, because I'm trying to do a launch. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to you that if you don't want to sell there, you don't have to. So let's kind of move on. So here's the question, and I've got a question here from my friend Jim, and he's basically asking, well, if you don't serve that market, how do you attract people? How do you attract people who are not in that market? How do you attract people that want to run an online business, but who don't necessarily operate in that space of JVZoo, Warrior Plus, and multi-level market? It's a great question, and that is really what we design. That is really what we are made for. That's really what we are designed to do. That's really what we're doing inside of our Ultimate Insider program. Let me kind of get into this, and I think I'll answer your question, Jim. If not, you're welcome to write me, but I think I'll answer your question. Okay, let's talk about PLR first, and PLR is one part of this equation. Here's what PLR assumes, and I think you all know this. It's a dirty little secret, even though sometimes the website copy will tell you that you're going to be able to take one product and you're going to be able to create one product and maybe make a lot of money. Now, that might be true if you are seeking to operate on the, in JVZoo Warrior Plus, but it may not necessarily be true if you don't have partners in JVs and all the other things. What PLR really assumes is that you have a customer base. So I don't really care what the copy says. I don't care what you see in the copy or what you hear in the emails. It assumes that you have somebody to sell to, right? So you need to understand that, and you need to be able to kind of accept that as you go. It assumes that you have a list, right? It assumes that if you don't have a list, you have an audience. So one or the other, right? You can have both, but you need to have people who are listening to you. And you can have an audience that, because you're a podcaster, you can have an audience if you are a YouTube creator. You can have an audience if you are a local celebrity. You can have you can have an audience any kind of way. And of course, if you have that audience, you're trying to turn that audience into your list. But my point is, here is a group of people who are listening to you in order to find out what you have to say, and so that you can make recommendations to them about a product you have, and then those are going to be the people who buy. It assumes that. Or it assumes that you have an email marketing list, a list of people who are subscribed to you, who want to buy products to help them to achieve success in their online business. And because you have this list, you have a group of built-in customers that you can send emails to in order to help them to build their business, right? That's what it assumes. So if you're buying to think that the PLR all by itself is going to help you to turn people into magic, that's not what it's for. And so you don't want to be frustrated because you buy a product and you get it, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, I have done what they told me to do. I bought the product, I put it on my server, it's in my, it's ready to go, and now what? Right? I've got my buy button on there. I've got all these other things. Now what? Do I need to buy traffic? Do I need to go and buy Facebook ads or YouTube ads? Just by show of hands, right? Just by show of hands. I'm the only one who can see your answers. How many of you all have had that experience, right? So you have bought the PLR, you've got the product, you're ready to go, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, now what? If that's you, just put the number 1 in the question box. If that's your been experience, I'm going to go on. Now, when you get PLR, the technical training is handled by our videos. So you don't have to teach people how to do Zapier, right? Your customers might need to know how to do Zapier, but you don't need to teach them that. I teach them that. And so please do not go trying to redo my voice in the videos. You don't have to do that. You don't need to be known as a person who understands Zapier at that level. That's not going to help you to brand yourself. That's not a good use of your time. And so you don't want to be wasting time trying to be the authority on technical things. Understand that. So when I do these videos for you, I do these videos for you so that you do not have to now again, I understand that maybe, if you might want a female voice in your videos. I still don't think that you have to do that. I think it's kind of cool for you to say, hey, we partner with this company and they do all of our training videos. That's the problem is solved right there. You don't have to redo them in your own voice. I don't even think you have to go get an AI voice to have a female do it. It's not important. It's a non-issue. It's a waste of your time. So I handle the technical training so that you can teach your customer how to do these technical things. Now, what you got to do is you got to find out how you got to deliver it to your customer. You might need to stream the videos to them. So you might have to get a platform like Teachable. One of the things that we've done this year is we have moved our PLR over to Teachable so that you can watch the videos. And that is really, and I'll just kind of say this parenthetically because I don't want to waste a lot of time about this in this session. You need to watch the whole course. And that's why I put it in there. So that's the number 1 reason why we put the course in Teachable, so you can watch it, because you need to watch it before you sell it. Most people don't even know what they should be saying in an email. If you've got to use a swipe to sell a video course, then you're probably not going to make the sales you want. But if you have watched the entire course and you send an email to your list based on your knowledge of what's in the course and how it's going to benefit them, listen, no swipe can do that for you. No, you can't even do that in a social media post. If you're trying to take a social media post, trying to take a swipe, turn it into a social media post is going to make you sales. That's why it's not going to work. You need to watch the course. That's why we put the video course in there so you can watch it. Again, it'll take an hour of your time. And if you take an hour of your time to watch the course so that you know what's in it, so that you can then go and then sell it, that's why it's there. That's really why we put that. Again, it costs us more money to put this stuff in Teachable, but we did it so that you can watch the course. So in other words, you got to figure out how you want to deliver the course to your customers. You can stream it to them. In other words, you get a video host and they watch it on your server, or they watch it on your Vimeo account, or they watch it in your Searchy account. Please don't put it on YouTube, by the way, right? Don't put it on your YouTube channel. Or you can just give it to them to download. Either way. So that's your responsibility is to figure out how you're going to deliver to your customer. You need to develop a niche. Now, if you're inside the make money online market, you don't have to find a niche. So you don't need to have a niche. This is for you if you are not going to necessarily be in the JVZoo Warrior, because the JVZoo Warrior Plus niche, right? ClickBank niche is about being in the right place at the right time with the right people. It has nothing to do with being in the right niche. People don't come back to you because of your expertise and your niche. Now, to some degree, right? Now, you can be in the right place, you can be at the right time, you can have the right people, and you can not have any experience prior to that time, and you can do a successful launch and make some money. Right? So again, when I say you can determine a niche, I'm talking about outside the make money online market. You've got to figure out what your market's going to be and why somebody's got to come back to you and who you're going to sell to. Right? So you got to determine a niche. You might need to determine what your brand is. So in other words, what do you bring to the table that other people don't bring? Why should I come back to you? What's your USP? You are going to need, again, so I've kind of beat this dead horse, but you do have to determine if you're going to operate in the JVZoo Warrior Plus market. Again, you don't have to do that, but you can do that. Now, you can use the PLR videos as part of your product, right? You can use the PLR videos as your product. So in other words, let's say that you're doing a product on what is it? Let's say on membership sites. But you need to teach Zapier in order to teach membership sites because some membership sites don't fit. Well, you can take the Zapier product that you have from us and you put that inside of your membership course. And so that when people get to that point in the membership course and Zapier is mentioned, you tell them, well, one of the bonuses that we have in this course is we've got 20 videos on how to use Zapier. And so, yes, all you've really done is you placed one PLR video course inside of another PLR video course so that your customer's experience is going to be that they don't have to struggle with anything, right? Once the customer gets inside of your course, if you have all of our training videos, there should not be a subject that your customer has to struggle to understand. Now, again, you may not have all of our videos. I suggest you get them all. but even if you don't, right, you get the ones that will help you so that when your customer gets inside of your product, you should be able to explain just about every single process that is necessary for them to be successful. For example, we have a WordPress course, right? So you should have that WordPress course, and you can put that WordPress course inside of the affiliate marketing course. Why would you do that? Because some people need to understand how to build an affiliate website. That's where you're going to give them the training on affiliate marketing. As a bonus, you're going to give them the WordPress course also. So again, you can use the videos as part of your product. You can use the videos as your product. And what my favorite is, and probably the best answer is, you use the videos as a portion of your membership. So in other words, when your customer gets inside of your membership, there's not a single thing that they can't find out the answer to because you've got it all if you got our technical videos, right? That's what they are for. They're so that you can help your customer over every technical problem. And so we've spent about the last month giving you content on generative AI. Why have we done that? Well, we've done that so that your customer will understand what generative AI is and how they can use it in their business, right? So let's talk about PLR videos, okay? We do technical downloadable videos. Now, everything that's at our Harper Academy site is downloadable and usable. So, we're moving all the content that's not downloadable off of there. So just so that you'll know, so you might see some stuff disappear from there, not much. Some of those older courses that, we did back in 2018 and 2019 that we gave people in order to watch, we would move all that stuff off of there because I want it to be so that everything that when you go to Harper Academy, you know that everything there is going to be usable by you and downloadable, right? Now, here's what's the most important about me telling you this. And here's the crux of what I've been trying to say and what I want to communicate. All our video courses are interrelated. So if you've got one, it ties to all the other courses in some small way, and we do that on purpose so that every course that a person gets into, if you take the time to link to someplace else on your site, you will be able to make an additional sale because they will see. And again, the example I like to use is Zapier. You should have our Zapier course on your site. When the person gets to one of the courses, and I am talking about Zapier, you should have a link to that course on your site at the point at which the customer is watching that video. All you got to do is put the button there for an entire course on Zapier, click this link. Sends them to the link on your site where they can get our Zapier, or you can get, well, basically your Zapier course. There's not one single course that we've done that you have from us that's not interrelated to another course. And that has always been the case. We just haven't really talked about it a lot, but they're all interrelated. Now, here's what we have here. Now, every week we produce video tutorials. So whatever the most recent one is, it's at the plrshow.com/new, right? So, we didn't do anything this weekend, but every time that we've got something new, it's at that URL, right? So that's regular weekly tutorials. We then have our new marketer workshop 52-week session. I'm going to talk about what that is here in a minute. We also have the new marketer workshop over-the-shoulder video tutorials. We also have Video Academy Boss. We also have something called PLR Boss and 1 Hour Product. And finally, we have our monthly content and coaching program. And then we have personal coaching for those of you who are looking for that. But right now, we are not accepting any students, right? So if you wanted to go buy it, you couldn't go buy it at this point. Now, let's talk about the 52-week live sessions because it's kind of an important point. And when I talk about the fact that these courses are interrelated, this is an important part of the process. Now, the 52-week live sessions is content for your paid membership. It is all lecture, so it's not over-the-shoulder technical stuff. Just like I'm teaching you right now, it's all lecture-based. And so, yes, I edited for PLR, and so it doesn't have personal references in it, but it's all strategy. So it's designed for you to teach strategy over the course of 52 weeks. You can let my voice play, or you can redo it in your own voice because it comes with the video, the audio, the machine transcript, and the PowerPoint. Now, this is one case where I do suggest that you do it over in your own voice because you're going to have a way of teaching all these subjects that in a way that's going to be, I'd say, unique to you. So this is a case where, yes, you do want to teach, you do want to redo these in your own voice, but once again, now you can do it, you don't have to. Right now, the video is edited so that if you decide to use our video, you don't have to. You don't have to teach it yourself. I'm going to turn on my camera now. Hopefully this is not, let me make sure that I'm not in the way. Okay, can everybody still see? Can you still see my, can everybody still see my slides? I'm trying to do this in a way so that it's not in your way. Okay, great. Okay. All right. So let's talk about, so it's edited for PLR. And it teaches your customer how to build their online brand from scratch. So yes, it's 52 weeks. It's long. It's designed to be long. It's so that every week you give your customer something to do. You give them something to think about. You give them something to focus on their brand. And if they go through that program, if you go through that program, you will have a unique brand at the end of everything. I'm not saying that and you will have a unique brand. Your customer will have a unique brand. And so all the topics in this 52-week course is evergreen, right? So they're all foundational. I taught it that way on purpose. So no, they're not over-the-shoulder videos. However, they're all things your customer needs to know. They're all evergreen. And so each week, I go over a different aspect of the brand building process online. And so you can use our videos or re-record them yourself, and then you can use it to pre-sell the other video courses. And that's what's important about the interrelated nature. Every week, I mentioned a different aspect of a course that you already have that you can use in order to place, or in order to sell as a result of them watching this course. So here's what I envision. Let me talk you through this. This course, let's say, is going to be inside of your membership, and you're going to tell people each of these weekly lessons you need to go through. So let's say they get to week 37. Well, week 37, I'm going to be talking about 2 or 3 principles that require them to get over-the-shoulder courses that you have from us. And so basically, all of our courses are designed to pre-sell other courses. That's why they're interrelated. And that's really why they're all useful to you. So the 52 weeks of lecture content, right, is designed to teach them to build their online brand, number one, but it is also designed to pre-sell all, all the other technical courses that you have. And so what I suggest to you is that you put a video on the private page, week to week, and put all the relevant resources on your page. One of those relevant resources should be the PLR course that you have hosted that you bought from us, right? Pretty simple. Now, here's something that I haven't done yet that I am planning to do. So, so I haven't sold this, and I'm not going to sell it because I haven't done it yet, right? On a daily basis, what I have been doing is I've been recording brief little daily sessions, right? That correspond to the 52 weeks. Here's why I'm doing that. It's so that once I get done with those sessions, you will then have 360 short lessons to go with this course, right? So that's what we're trying to do, so that you'll have this. And I think I said it's going to take me 11 months. I think it's really going to be more like 8, right? Because I've done, or maybe 11, because I've done 4 weeks, and I've got another 11 months to go. But I mean, the lessons are short, and they're really designed for you to teach your customer. And so they're going to be these little short lessons, and they're going to tie directly to this 52-week session, right? And so right now, I'm not ready to sell it. So the only way to get access to them, when I release them, is going to be an Ultimate Insider, right? Because they get access to everything. So because it's not finished, I can't sell it, but I will be delivering these things as I go to the Ultimate Insiders. And so that the way you're going to use these is you're going to just kind of use these as little 3 or 4 minute sections or sessions or lessons, so that people can take daily steps, right? And so that if they take those daily steps, they will be able to build a brand. Because what I found is that from week to week, people get lost, right? Because they think, well, I've got until next week in order to finish this before the next lesson starts. So they don't do anything all week, right? That's human nature, and I get that. So what I'm doing right now is I am personally going through the 52-week session, right? I'm going through that with a small group of Ultimate Insiders. Of course, if you're an Ultimate Insider and you want to go through this with me, you can. But I am going through these lessons myself. And as I do that, I'm creating little short lessons so that at the end of this time, you'll then be able to take all those lessons, repackage them, and sell them to your customer. So that's the basis of the 52-week live PLR sessions. That's different from the tutorial videos that I have been releasing recently. And I want to talk about these because these are new. The 52-week session has been around for a little bit and it's evergreen. And so I've been selling that, but this is new, right? The tutorial videos that I'm doing in volumes is new, right? And so basically these are different sets of 20 videos, 20 over-the-shoulder technical videos for you to teach new marketers. And so volume 1, I basically did a getting started course. That is for you to teach people how to get started. And volume 2 was about autoresponders. So volume 2. So basically volume 1 was 20 videos. Volume 2 was 20 videos, and all of those are over the shoulder. All those are technical videos. And then volume 3, I'm going to do intro to generative AI, right? I'm going to do a super basic, here's what AI is and how to get started with it, right? And I'm going to, so again, the idea here is for you to be able to teach people, all your new people, how to get started in online marketing. And since AI is now so important and it's kind of changing the game, I do want to do that volume also. Now stick with me here. This is different from the 52 weeks of lecture content, right? That's different, right? These are all over the shoulder technical videos. It covers marketing from the technical perspective, and you can mix and match these. So they're really designed so that you can take 2 videos out of any course and put it inside of another course if it fits there. So you don't have to use these as its own course. Each individual video can be taken out and put in any course, right? It's always designed for you to teach new marketers. And so that, and so again, I mean, you can use this as its own course. It fits other courses. And so basically, what you're going to find in the New Marketer Workshop is it's designed the way I've designed all the other things. It's so that your customers will understand they need your other courses. So basically, what you need to do is when you put these on a page, right next to it, you need to have a link to the other courses that correspond to what I'm talking about in that video. So again, I do want to say this. One of the reasons why all these courses are teachable is that you need to watch them, right? Watch the courses before you start selling them. You will be a better salesperson. I'm not saying you got to learn from me. In many cases, you might know all this stuff. That's not important. What's important is that you watch it so that you will be a better salesperson. If you don't watch it, right? If you just think, well, I'm just going to you're just going to think I'm just going to put up a sales page and I'm going to put a video on there and the video on the sales page is going to make the sale. That is not going to happen. Not for an information product. You make the sale. And if you understand what's in it, you'll know how to write an email. If you know what's in it, you'll know what to put in your copy. If you know what's in it, you know what to tell somebody what's in it. That's how you sell these things. But again, I understand PLR is supposed to be, you're not supposed to have to do anything and you're supposed to put it up. I know that. I know that. I'm just telling you reality that if you watch these courses, the way I have them set up in Teachable, you watch them, you will instantly be a better salesperson. Instantly. However you're selling. Now, it's going to take me 8 months to finish all 360 individual videos. So that's the idea. The idea here is, again, just like with New Marketer Works, just like with the paid workshop, the idea is for me to finish 365 videos in the series, right? So I'm going to do 365 over-the-shoulder videos, and you will have one set. Right now, I've done 2 sets. I did volume 1, I did volume 2. Volume 3, I will be doing, I think, on Tuesday, right? So it's, typically I launch on Saturday, but I didn't launch today, and because I've been busy with school, and so I've got to kind of play catch up. So I'm going to do a launch on Tuesday. I'm going to do a launch on Saturday, following Saturday, just so you'll know. So this is going to be released on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but probably Tuesday. It's going to be Intro to Generative AI, and it's going to be volume 3. So that means you'll have 60 videos, right? Now, that means then that I've got another 8 months to get to the other 300 videos. So that's what we're trying to do. We're going to make sure that you have 365 videos in total with this entire tutorial course. That is what the New Marketer Workshop tutorials are. We also have Video Academy Boss. I'm just going to fly through this. This is really just how to use the platform. Ultimate Insiders have a Go High Level sub account. And basically what I'm doing now is I'm posting these new videos on YouTube. They're also posted in the course area, and I'm going to go through teaching the entire platform. And so the reason I'm doing that is so that Ultimate Insiders know how to use the platform. If you want to use them as PLR, you'll be able to do that. What I will tell you is that if you get, let's say you decide you just go get the Go High Level system, right? You got to teach your own customers how to build a membership site. Then I'll just give you the videos, right? So I'll just give them to you, and you don't have to be an Ultimate Insider in the whole deal. Implementation and questions, and this is kind of an important thing that we're doing that's new. I really have been trying to figure out exactly how I want to use our community. And basically what I've decided is that it's going to be a place where I will answer all your questions on specific topics. And so if you get there and you feel like, well, it's not Facebook, I don't see a lot of people discussing things. It's designed for me to answer your question. Now, if you have a question you post it there, you might get an answer from other people, right? They might answer. But it's really designed for you to post a question, for me to see it, and for me to give you the answers in detail. And so basically, right now, these spaces are only available to our Ultimate Insiders to do. I'm going to be making these spaces available to the public at a price. So just so that you'll know that Ultimate Insiders will get access to all these implementation courses at no additional charge. So, but I will make them available to everyone else. There's just going to be a charge to it, right? So you can either be an Ultimate Insider, you'll get access to all of them, or you can just pay the additional charge. You can just have it access. And basically, it's so that you implement it, right? So the number one problem in our business, the number one problem is implementation. Most of you already have enough. You have enough content. What you don't have enough is implementation, and that's really the whole idea. And so this is my way of being able to help you to be able to implement and to by making the space available to you for you to implement and me to answer your questions. And so as of right now, the way it's set up, I mean, Ultimate Insiders have unlimited questions. I'm gonna kind of split that off and make it available to everyone, again, at a cost. So it's not something you have to do, but let's say that you go through the PLR Set Up Masterclass and you're just still stuck, and you wanna start either teaching it or you want to start doing it. I'm gonna set up a forum, and this is where you can just ask me questions. And again, other people might come and answer your questions. That's fine, but I will. So it's really for me to answer your question, and for me to see what the questions are, for me to show you if I have to, and to do it all there inside of the forum. And so doing it in the forum allows me to open this up to everyone. Now, Ultimate Insiders will get access to all the implementation courses and all the question forums, right? Automatically. But again, if you're not an Ultimate Insider, you will still be able to buy access to individual question forums where I will answer your questions about that subject. And so again, I want to see you implement. That's what I really want to do. And so that's the idea behind all this, is to help you to implement. Uh, um, it is really the reason why uh, we came back to create content on our own, because I want, again, why do this? Um, I, again, I, we like creating the content. I like doing the research. I like doing the videos. Um, I'd like to see people use them. Now, again, at some point, I, I mean, it's not going to. I'm not gonna be upset if people don't, right? A person can do whatever they want, and I'm not here to try to judge anybody. And different people have different times when they use stuff. But if what I don't want is for someone to feel like, if I just had somebody to answer some questions for me, I'd be fine. And that's what I'm finding more than anything, is when I talk to people, it's kind of feel like, well, man, I don't really have anybody that would just kind of, if I could just get over this one little technical hurdle, I'd be fine, right? So again, if you're an ultimate insider, you have that, right? If you're not, it's not quite there. I'm just going to be making these things available to people, going forward. So again, to be an ultimate insider, you go to the plrshow.com/insiders. You get one title and funnel every month. Um, until I finish New Marketer Workshop, right? Until I finish the 360, Ultimate Insiders will get that as a bonus. They'll get that as a bonus title. Um, Anything that you don't have, right? If you're an Ultimate Insider, you get it as 50% off the original launch price. So right now, the list price of all of our courses is $27. Ultimate Insiders get that at 50% off of what it cost when I originally launched it. So it's not just that you get 50% off of what it is right now, you get 50% off of what it was when I launched it. So that's insanely cheap, but it is just part of the deal for the Ultimate Insiders. You get access to the course platform. You get access to all the implementation courses, right? Where you can get in and ask your question, and I answer your question about specific topics. That means there's an implementation course for New Marketer Workshop. There's going to be an implementation course for Video Academy Boss. There's going to be an implementation course for PLR Boss, where you can launch your own MMO product. There's going to, and I just talked to one of our Ultimate Insiders, and he thinks he wants to do a summit. So I think what I'm going to do is I did Virtual Summit Masterclass. I'm going to make that available in a course. If you want to come and ask your questions in there, you want to do a summit, or you want to teach your customers how to do a summit, and you want to implement it there, then I'm going to make this summit forum available to you, along with the PLR and a special offer there for you. And of course, as an Ultimate Insider, you have unlimited support. So once again, you can become an Ultimate Insider at theplrshow.com/insiders. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the box. I'm going to try to go through the questions here. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jim says, yeah, he doesn't care. They don't care if it's your voice. Um, uh, uh, as long as the instruction is good. Yeah, I mean that's the case, and that's what we try to do for you. Okay, so Jim's asking, watch what whole course? Any of the video courses that we have, Jim, right now, when they are uploaded to Teachable, you can watch them. So when we release a video course, a PLR video course, yes, you can download the videos, but they are also there to be viewed inside of the course platform. Okay, yeah. So Jim's saying you should explain to people why not to put them on YouTube, just to make sure. Yeah, yeah. In terms of not putting there on YouTube, I mean, obviously, you put your course there on YouTube, and those videos. First of all, they're going to advertise on them. They're going to advertise other people other than your brand. Just kind of secondly, you don't want to depend on YouTube to be your host, because they're not designed for that. And they can just decide at any point they don't like your content. The other thing too is that when you put an unlisted video inside of YouTube, they can still make that available in other people's playlists. So it can still be visible even though you made it unlisted. And so there's just a number of reasons why you just don't want to. Again, in the Wild West days of the internet, it was cool. YouTube was a place. It's not made to be a host anymore. So please don't use it as that. So if you're coming into internet marketing, even if you're just getting started, get used to paying some kind of hosting for those videos. Please do not use YouTube, right? For all of those reasons, right? The unlisted video can become listed through a playlist. The they play ads on them, could direct people to your competition, and they could just decide they don't like you, right? And they could just kick them off of there. All right. Let's see. See if I got some other questions here. Okay, so okay, yeah, I get you on that, Jim. Okay. Okay, implementation is a problem. Yep, so we are working on implementation for you all this year. That's our goal this year, is to help you all to implement. Okay, so inquiring minds want to know how I did on my finals. Oh boy. Well, all I can tell you is I turned something in, Ed. I can't tell you how. Now, Laurel's a great student. Yeah, you know, Laurel's a great student, and I'm a student. So, you know, uh, yeah, you know, what do they say? My daughter just left undergrad, and she said that the the guys there at her school say C's get degrees. Now I don't think I got a C, but you know, could be kind of like B's get degrees or something. I don't know, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Uh, okay. Any other questions? Yeah. Thank you, Jacques. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. So Jim's asking what the degree, the PhD is going to be in organizational leadership with a concentration in business. And so my research area is um, entrepreneurship for incarcerated males, right? So that's what I'm working on. And so to answer your question, Jim, I'm actually not finishing. I did a doctoral program back in 2004, and I didn't finish. Statute of limitations ran out. I didn't write the dissertation, so I think there's a classification. Some people call it ABD. I didn't finish. So I did everything except the dissertation. I passed my comprehensive exams, and then I left the program for a lot of reasons, right? So, we both left the program. And so I'm starting over. And so it's really going to be probably another good 3.5 to 4 years if I can finish the dissertation in time. So that's pretty much. So yeah, so I wish I was finishing. I'm actually working on it. So uh let's see. Okay, yeah. So something about prisoners and entrepreneurship. Yeah, so my research, my dissertation is going to be on um and even though I'm just getting started, one of the things I learned from not having done this well the last time is I want to be working on my dissertation with all my assignments. And so I've decided on a topic, and the topic is uh, um, broadly, right, broad area on the intersection of entrepreneurship and incarcerated males. So how do you use entrepreneurship to assist incarcerated males, as they re-enter society, right? So that's my broad topic area. Um, yeah, Edward. Okay, so Edward, yeah. So uh, the the insider discount is in the insider member area. I will send that to you if you don't have that. But there's a link inside of there that'll give you the insider discount. But if you don't have it, I'll send it out to you because I still owe you a response. Uh, yeah, so Dr. Reed, yeah, Dr. Reed, she's a PhD here, or an EDD, I can't remember, but yeah. So my dissertation topic is I started on it. is that. So it's incarcerated males and entrepreneurship. So I've already started, reading in earnest. I've started reading the literature. I've started, um, yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be a qualitative research. That's right, Dr. Reed. Yep. I'm thinking it's going to be qualitative. Let's see. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. Let's see. Rick, could you elaborate on how the learning platform works? Could you elaborate on uh, how let's see how? Okay, yeah. Uh, so Rick, what you're doing is once you become an insider, what you do is if you haven't signed up, what you're going to do is um, get me to put you on the platform, and basically it allows you to host your videos or host anything. I think the biggest thing is that as of right now, that platform does not charge you bandwidth charges for your videos, doesn't charge you hosting fees, and just about any other way that I know will charge you hosting fees. So you're going to upload your videos to the platform and you're going to turn it into a product to sell. Now, the videos on how to do that are in the insider member course area. So if you look inside of there, and if not, if you can't find them, write me a support and I'll give you the direct link. But they are inside of your insider member course area, where that's how you will know how to sign up for the platform. And then, and yeah, so the platform is a course platform. It's one where you can put your videos, put your PDFs and whatever you're selling, and you can sell an information product, and you can deliver that information product, and the customer gets a login password and all that stuff, right? So that's really what it is. But it's inside of the member area. And again, if you can't find it, write me in support today. Give me a day or day and a half, right? And then I will get you links for that. Let me see. Okay, what's the name of the weekly webinar series on strategy called? Okay, so the weekly webinar strategy, it's Jim, it's in your course dashboard. It is the new marketer workshop. It's a paid workshop, and you'll see it. If you look for 50, if you search for 52 weeks in the title, you just search for 52. That'll be the only course in there that says 52. So if you go to your dashboard, go to the search, type in 52. That's the downloadable content that you can use as a workshop that's a live content, right? If you can't find it, let me know. I'll give you a direct link. Yes. Okay. So you 300, 520 pages of interviews. You had the hand code. Yes. I have no desire. I have no intention on trying to do that. So yeah, no, I get you, Dr. Reed. Yep. I totally get you. So uh, let's see. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna work out the phone number issue. Yeah, no, you got a good point there, Dr. Reed. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna work through that too, for everybody. Yep, good point. Good point. Okay, so Jason says, did you send me a review copy of your book? Um, book is very directed now toward teaching living skills to recovering addicts. Yeah, okay, man, that's cool. Yeah, so yeah, please do. You may have sent it to me, Jason, but if you haven't, send it to me again, and I could I could have lost track of it, but yeah, send it to me again. Send it to me again. Yep, I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, so Rick's question is, um, and for the membership portion, you're using, okay, yeah. So for that, to give Ultimate Insiders a membership platform, I am using Go High Level, right? And so the reason I say that, and I'm upfront about that, and I'm not necessarily trying to rebrand it as my own, because I just don't want to be in the membership site business, right? And so I don't, you know, so I just want to be upfront about that so that people know. Now, it's still more economical for an ultimate insider if you don't want to sell membership sites. Right? If you want to sell membership sites, then yeah, you could get your own subscription. I think it's $297 or $497 if you choose to. But if you're not doing that, right? If you just want to have a membership site, there's no reason to go out and pay $297 for that or $497. Is that what it is? $497? Unless that's what unless that's what your customers need. Now you might get to the point where that's what your customers need. You want to be an agency. But at this point, being an agency is not in my rhythm of creating courses. Like I'd have to change my entire rhythm of creating courses and doing training. And so and so any so I think you understand what I mean. Um, I don't want to be a consultant agency kind of person. So okay, yeah, Jim, it is green. Yes, sir. Yep, that's right. It's green. Right. Yeah, and Dr. Lois Reed, she's actually an Ultimate Insider, has brought up a good point. Um, there is a community portion coming as part of that platform. So if you are an Ultimate Insider, you will be able to use the platform to build a community, right? So it's good. So what you're seeing me do in Circle, right, for our insider community, you'll be able to do that with the Insider platform. So they are moving forward with that, and as soon as they make that available, I will make it available to you, and I'll do a little training on it and make it available to you. That's another part of the platform that will be available. So if you want to build a community and you don't want to you want to be like me, you don't want to pay Circle whatever I don't know what I'm paying for Circle, right? You don't want to do that. You'll be able to do that. So, yep, good point, Dr. Reed. Any other questions? Okay, everybody. Well, appreciate you all hanging out with me here. Um, and have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.